Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I filmed a very basic, this is a very me makeup look. I know a lot of the times I try and branch out and do, something different, something with warm colors, but this is a very me everyday, I'm looking over in the mirror. This is a very me kind of look. A pink lip and a cool toned taupe eye. I really love this kind of look, so I decided that I got my Makeup Forever Artist 1 palette and I'm so excited about it. I've been eyeing this for the longest time. It is a gorgeous, beautiful palette. I was just so excited this morning. I decided I'm just gonna do my makeup for fun the way that I love to do it and play around with this palette, and I used mostly these colors here, which are very me, and then a little bit of those ones. So very gorgeous palette. I was so excited and I decided to just go ahead and film this tutorial for you guys. But honestly, more than anything, I'm really sorry if my voice sounds weird. I feel like it does. More than anything, this is a first impressions, and I think this might be my first full-blown first impressions video. Sometimes I do first impressions in hauls. I've done reviews and things like that, but an actual first impressions, I think this might be the first impressions. So that's exciting. Let's get excited for that. I'm going to show you what I came up with. I'm going to show you the tutorial, and then I'm going to give you my first impressions in the outro, which I'm about to film right now. So here it is, my Makeup Forever palette. I'm very excited. As you can see, this has been something I've been waiting for so long. So I'm so excited to get into it and share my first impressions with you guys. So this is what the box looks like. Just a reminder that I got the first palette, not the second one. This is what the packaging looks like. And then you have all the names on the back of the palette, which is really handy. And this is what it looks like. Yay! So pretty. So my eyelids are already primed, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started with this taupe shade. This is a great blending transition crease color. I really love it for that. It's by far the color that I've used the most so far since I've had the palette. And so you just see me blending that in here and then blending it further with a big fluffy brush. I'm working very lightly here with layers. I don't want any harsh edges. I want a very natural look because these colors can be a little overpowering if you go too heavy-handed. So I'm just going very gently. Now I'm coming in with this more bronzy color, and I'm just applying that on the outer V of the eye. So I'm just patting that in, and then I'm coming in with a brush that's a little bit fluffier and just blending that in to add a little bit more color. Then I'm coming in with the black shade that's in this palette, very lightly just tapping my brush in and darkening up the outer crease just a little bit. I don't want it to be too dark and intense, but I just want to add a little bit of dimension in the outer corner. So as you can see, I'm focusing it on the crease and then taking it down just a little bit with that brush. And then you just want to make sure to keep blending so there's no harsh edges, but I'm being very careful about the placement so that it doesn't smear all over the place. And then to further blend it out, I'm coming in with that taupe color once again and just blending out the edges. It'll kind of have a more gradient effect, so it'll be softer than if I just left it the way it was. Then I'm coming in with this like vanilla champagne color. It's not as stark white as the color next to it, so I'm starting off with that one all over the lid and just slowly blending that into the other colors, but still trying to keep the colors very separate since I do want there to be a contrast between these colors. Focusing it on the inner corner and bringing it all over the lid as you saw. Then I'm taking that whiter color in the palette and focusing that on the inner corner of the eye to just brighten things up a little. Now I'm taking that original taupe color that we've used a lot and just brushing that all over the bottom lash line, and then after that just adding a little bit of the black color to deepen up the outer portion, and that's it for the lower lash line. Then I'm just coming in with my Marc Jacobs gel liner and tightlining the tight line. Now it's time for liquid liner, which is my Stila liquid liner. You guys know I always use this. It's one of my, well, it is my absolute favorite. And I'm just lining like usual, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of a wing. And I'm extremely proud of myself for getting this in the frame, so I hope you guys are too. And then I'm coming in with my Dior Show Lash Maximizer. You can see I already did one eye here. So I just applied that as a base. You guys know I do this all the time. It conditions the lashes and really helps to separate them and hold your mascara even better and longer. So next up, I'm using my Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara to separate my lashes and add a little bit of length. So I'm just going to be brushing that on, you know, taking my good old time like I do with mascara. And next I have the Maybelline The Colossal Cat Eye Volume Mascara, which is my favorite. You guys know I always use this one to add some volume, further curl my lashes. This is really what makes the biggest difference. So you just see me doing that over here. That is how I use this brush. And for the lip color, I'm coming in with this Revlon Pink chubby lipstick thing. And I'm just going to be using that all over my lips as a lipstick. I really do like this color for the end of summer because it's still a bright pink but has a rose detail to it, so it's a little bit toned down. I really liked it paired with this eye. It does match my shirt as well, but I wasn't really going for that. It just kind of happened. So next I'm just coming in with this NYX Butter Gloss in the color Eclair. This is just a beautiful baby pink that pairs well over, honestly, pretty much any pink lipstick that I have. I'm loving this color at the moment. And that's going to be it for this look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed what I created, and now I'll share my first impressions with you. My first impression of this palette is that, first of all, I don't know if you can tell, like, size reference. It's literally the size of my hand, this palette. It's a lot smaller than like I would have thought it was, but I love it. I love the size. I think it's very, very sleek, very travel friendly, and I love here that it says Artist Palette 1 or Artist Shadows 1. I love that. I think the packaging is pretty and, like I said, sleek. You have a big mirror here, and then you have the 6 shadows. It bends over this way, it bends over this way, so very, very versatile packaging. I love, love, love the packaging. A+, 100% for the packaging, for sure. Now, as far as the colors go, this is such a great variety. Here you have more golden, warm tones. In the middle, they're very neutral, everyday colors. And then here it's a little bit more chic, more, you know, smoky, dark, taupe kind of colors, more cool toned. I think they did an amazing job. It overall is a pretty neutral palette. It doesn't lean one way or the other, I think. I think it's pretty neutral, but the colors are just stunning. Ever since, I don't know what it was, when I saw this palette, I fell in love with it. And I know I have so many eyeshadows, and especially so many neutral eyeshadows, but I couldn't pass this one up. I've been waiting for months and months, and I was like, one day this is going to go out of stock. It's limited edition. They're not going to restock it, and I'm going to be very, very sad. So I decided I was just going to go ahead and pick it up, and I have to say I am loving it. I am so in love with it. Another packaging thing that I love is that on the back, like permanently inscripted, are all the colors. So it doesn't take away from the beauty of this packaging. Whoa. It doesn't take away from the beauty of this packaging. It almost looks like a MAC palette the way it's all set out. You don't have any names or anything, but I love that they did it on the back. So you're forever going to have the name and number of the shadows, because when it's like an insert, it's just really sucks. And then I think that it is really nice that there's no names on the actual palette. I think it looks more professional and sleek, but I love that they're on the back so that you never lose track of the shadows. So that's packaging wise. In terms of colors, I already told you I think the color selection is amazing. And like I said, this is a first impressions. This is the first time that I've ever used it, and just going off of that first time, I am in love with this palette, if you can already tell. Shadows literally they blended so nicely. They are quite pigmented, but not overly pigmented. Like, they're very, very buildable, which is great. I love my Lorac palettes because you put like a tiny little bit and you're like, woo, color, wash of color. I love that. But I also love palettes like this one where there is pigment and it is rich in pigment. It's not like you have to like smash your brush in there and like try and like, it's not chalky at all. But the colors do come off really, really beautifully. but they're very buildable. So if you just want a very light, natural, sheer color on your eye, it will work. And if you want to build it up, it will work, and it's going to blend like a dream. It's not going to get patchy or anything like that. So honestly, Makeup Forever, I don't think I'd ever really use any of their eyeshadows. I've used some of their products in the past, but I don't think I've used any eyeshadows, but I've heard amazing, amazing things, and I am really impressed. I know that sometimes palettes are, the quality of eyeshadows and palettes are not equivalent to the real line. I can't give you an actual comparison just because I don't have any of the regular shadows from their, like the individual shadows from their line, but if they're anything like this, I would definitely pick them up because the quality in this is great. I love it. Buildable, blendable, everything you want in a shadow, these are great. And I just love the colors. I think what makes it for me, yes, the quality of the shadow is great, but it's the color selection. It's just such a me palette. I think that this is going to become very quickly one of my new favorite, if not my new favorite eyeshadow palette, because oh, I just can't stop looking at it. It's so pretty, and I know that they're just neutral colors, but ooh, I love it so much. I really did hesitate. I wanted to buy the second volume, the one that has color to it. I thought that one was really beautiful as well, but I couldn't help myself. This one was just, I needed it. I couldn't fathom never having it in my life, so I just went ahead and got it. And then the other one, maybe I'll save it, I don't know, for my birthday or something. Price, I think this is about $49 if I'm not mistaken, and for the fact that you're getting 9 eyeshadows, beautiful eyeshadows, very compact, the palette, I think that it's a good price. I think it's a fair price for what you're getting and the quality that you're getting. So I would definitely say if you are in the market for a new eyeshadow palette, check this one out. It's beautiful. I think it's underrated. I absolutely love it. If you love these kind of colors, you're going to love this palette. So definitely, I think you should check it out if you are a makeup addict like me, or an eyeshadow addict, I should say. But I really, really love it, and I really recommend it. Like I said, it is a first impression, so but I don't see what I could find so terrible about these shadows unless they don't really wear, but I don't see that happening. I mean, I am wearing a primer, and they're just too good quality for anything to go wrong, I feel like. Those are my first impressions of the Makeup Forever Artist Shadows Volume 1 palette. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. If you want to see anything else featured as a first impression, definitely let me know. I mean, I don't always buy new things, but if I have, you know, if anything really exciting comes out and you guys want to see it, I can definitely try and get my hands on it and do a first impression. So give me your request in a comment down below. Thumbs up this video if you liked it, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!